Welcome to Tropical Tales, where every island has a history and every wave has a story. Today, we explore Lamu, Kenya's oldest living town, a coral-walled time capsule floating in the Indian Ocean. Lamu's story begins in the 14th century, when Bantu-speaking communities and Arab traders met on this coast, forming the foundation of Swahili culture. Lamu was born from this fusion, African in soul, Arab in elegance. By the 15th century, Lamu had become a vital port along the Indian Ocean trade network. Dhows from India, Arabia, and even China would dock here, bringing silk, porcelain, spices, and stories. Lamu wasn't just rich, it was wise. Islamic schools, known as madrasas, educated generations of scholars. Poetry, astronomy, and theology flourished. The Riyadh Mosque, founded in 1892, became a beacon of learning. In the 1500s, the Portuguese arrived. Swords drawn, cannons ready. They disrupted the peace and commerce of the Swahili coast. For nearly 2 centuries, Lamu and its neighbors resisted European control. By the late 1600s, the tide turned. With help from Omani Arabs, the Portuguese were expelled. Lamu thrived once again. Under Omani influence, art, architecture, and faith entered a new golden age. Lamu's society was sophisticated. Governed by local elites, the town had its own form of rule. Women held influence in poetry and trade. Men debated law and religion in stone benches called barazas. In the 19th century, the British established a protectorate over Lamu. While it avoided the heavy infrastructure of Mombasa or Nairobi, Lamu's economic importance declined. But in Lamu's stillness, something beautiful happened. While other towns were reshaped by railroads, concrete, and colonial planning, Lamu remained isolated. The British presence here was minimal. No highways cut through the town. No major development projects took hold. The town's economy slowed, but its traditions remained intact. Schools continued teaching in Swahili and Arabic. Islam remained central to community life. Carved wooden doors, passed down through generations, were never replaced by colonial-style buildings. And even today, there are no cars in Lamu, only donkeys and handcarts, as it has been for centuries. This wasn't a deliberate act of preservation. It was a side effect of being overlooked. But that neglect worked in Lamu's favor. By the time Kenya gained independence in 1963, much of Lamu's Swahili heritage had survived intact. In many ways, Lamu became a rare exception on the East African coast. While other Swahili towns lost their cultural landmarks or were absorbed into modern urban expansion, Lamu stayed rooted in its past. Its isolation helped it hold on to the very things that made it special. Its language, its architecture, its rhythm of life. The town stayed frozen in charm, authenticity, and resilience. In 2001, UNESCO named Lamu a World Heritage Site. Today, the island is alive with festivals, storytellers, and spiritual rituals, a living museum of Swahili heritage. Lamu is more than a place. It's a story written on coral, carried by wind, and told by waves. It reminds us that history doesn't always live in textbooks. Sometimes it lives in silence, in sand, in stone. Hey there, hope you enjoyed the brief history of Lamu. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more from the tropicals.